The first Nintendo Direct of 2023 is inevitably upon us, but what will we see? For the past 4 years, Nintendo has had a Direct in February. In 2022, it was February 9th. 2021, it was February 17th. 2020, there was actually an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct on February 20th, and in 2019, it was on February 13th. Actually, one YouTuber that I watched mentioned that every one of these Directs, except for one, was on a Wednesday. That one being the 2020 Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct. And with that in our brains, knowing there has been a Nintendo Direct every February for the past 4 years, we can safely assume that there will be a Direct this February 2023. We're probably going to see some stuff we have seen but need more information on, as well as some things we haven't seen, which is very exciting. And Nintendo's 2023 has really started off strong, with Fire Emblem Engage releasing in January, as well as Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe releasing in February. And we also know that Tears of the Kingdom is releasing in May of this year, and with it only being 3 months away, we really haven't seen that much about it. And other than Tears of the Kingdom, we know games like Pikmin 4 is supposed to release this 2023, as well as games like Metroid Prime 4 is also supposed to be in development. But of course, we don't know exactly when it will be released. And other than that, we really don't have much information for Nintendo games past Tears of the Kingdom. Realistically, Tears of the Kingdom is going to take up a lot of time for me, as well as a lot of other Nintendo fans. I mean, it literally is the most anticipated game of the year, and it's going to obviously be a huge marketing point for Nintendo, which definitely makes it a little weirder that we don't know a ton about it, even though it did get announced in 2019. So I feel like it's pretty safe to say that we will get some Tears of the Kingdom news this February Nintendo Direct. Hopefully, a new trailer or something, please. That would be amazing. And assuming that this Nintendo Direct does take place in mid-February, as they usually do, that would put it around 3 months away from Tears of the Kingdom being released. And 3 months away really is the perfect time for them to drop a new trailer and let YouTubers like myself, as well as other YouTubers, pick apart this trailer and see what we can find, and just keep speculating about this game, all the while keeping the hype going for this game until about a month before the game releases, and they can push the marketing super hard like they did for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as well as Fire Emblem Engage. Because as you all know, we can pick apart a trailer pretty good when it comes to this game, even if it is just 7 seconds. It is also very likely that Nintendo could host a specific Tears of the Kingdom Direct the same way that they did for Animal Crossing New Horizons, since it is such a big game. It does make me think that if they decide to go a sole Tears of the Kingdom Direct, that it will be a little closer to May though. And aside from Tears of the Kingdom information, it's possible that we will get some more Pikmin 4 information as well, as the revealed trailer did say it would release in 2023. I think a new trailer for this game will be perfect this February, as the trailer we have seen didn't really show us much other than that it was releasing in 2023. And Pikmin 4 has been in development for quite some time. According to Eurogamer.net, Miyamoto said that Pikmin 4 was very close to completion way back in 2015. Yes, that long ago. So like I said, it wouldn't really be a shock to see more Pikmin 4 information this February Direct, as it has been around 8 years. And Metroid Prime 4 is another game that you guys know was announced a long time ago, way back in E3 of 2017. In 2019 though, unfortunately the game did have a complete reset, as the game did not meet company standards. And although I'm not a big Metroid player, I know there are a lot of fans who really want this game and have really been waiting for this game for a long time. Actually, to the point that some fans are saying that they just need to let it release on Nintendo Switch's successor in case it needs better hardware to run, and whenever that Nintendo Switch successor comes out, no one knows. It has been 15 years since Metroid Prime 3, so I know a lot of you guys are tired of waiting. I also can't make a video like this without mentioning the fact that Nintendo did send emails out to some people stating that they should go back and play Mario Odyssey again. This is very suspicious, as it does say there may be more to be discovered. Now, I am aware this may just be a coincidental email, but in the back of my mind, I really can't help but think of Super Mario Odyssey 2, or whatever the next 3D Mario title is. And I mean, guys, think about it. It has been a little over 5 years since Super Mario Odyssey was released, and this email is very suspicious. And what's better to go along with the Super Mario Bros. Movie releasing in April than a brand new Super Mario game? I have heard some people say that since there's a movie coming out, there won't be a game coming out. But guys, think about it. That's totally two different things, and the movie will just hype up the game even more, and vice versa. As a business, it would just be genius to do both, as the hype will be going for Mario with the movie because everybody I know is going to go see that movie, and that would just drive sales up for the game, and just business marketing that is very smart. The only issue I do see is that if it releases too close to Tears of the Kingdom, maybe people that want to just buy Tears of the Kingdom won't have the extra money to pay for Super Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever it will be, or if it releases too late after the movie, maybe the hype will die for Mario by then, but obviously not for us dedicated Nintendo fans. Realistically, it will be perfect for it to come out around March or April whenever the movie comes out, but if I'm being honest with myself, I think it'll probably come out around Q3 or Q4 of this year. And while we're on the topic of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it is possible that we could see some of it in this direct, but I'd say they would probably save it for closer to the movie and have its own direct, kind of like they've been doing, releasing the new trailers. But I definitely wouldn't be opposed to seeing more from the Super Mario Bros. Movie this February. And let's not forget about all the third-party games that will be announced with this direct as well. There are two particular games that I'm so excited for that are third-party Nintendo games that are not necessarily just for the Nintendo Switch, but I think they will be really big heavy hitters for the Nintendo Switch. The first one is Sea of Stars by Sabotage Studios. This is the same devs that made the hit The Messenger, which won Best Indie Game Debut in 2018. Sea of Stars is a retro-inspired RPG with engaging turn-based combat. There will be timed hits in this battle to help you give an upper hand, which I think looks amazing. No random encounters, no transitions to separate battlefields, and no grinding. Obviously, there's also set to be an amazing story as well, as it is an RPG. There has only been one official trailer for this game, aside from small clips they have shown off on social media. I definitely think this will drive them to release more about it this February Nintendo Direct. This game was originally supposed to be released around Christmas of 2022, but got delayed until 2023. This game honestly looks like it will be a hit for Nintendo Switch owners. The graphics are incredible, the gameplay looks amazing, and they even have special guest composer Yosunori Mitsuda, who worked on Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and the Xeno series. Knowing how many RPGs and RPG fans are on the Nintendo Switch, I think it's likely we will see more of it shown this February, and I think that it'll just keep driving the hype up for this game. I mean, the original trailer already has 1 million views. Plucky Squire is the second third-party game that I am so excited for on the Nintendo Switch. This just looks like a game that was made for the Nintendo Switch. The Plucky Squire follows the magical adventures of Johto and his friends, storybook characters who discover a third-dimensional world outside the pages of their book. Guys, this idea is genius. It looks so good. To be honest though, we don't know much at all about it, other than that it is supposed to release in 2023, so I'm hoping against hope that we see more about it this February Nintendo Direct. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think these third-party titles look amazing. And this just puts me in mind of all of the third-party titles we haven't seen or haven't heard about that will be revealed this February. What other ones will we see that'll just blow our minds and just keep our anticipation going? After all, that's what these Nintendo Directs are for. And we have already talked about Mario, but let's not forget about Nintendo's other big heavy hitter that may have replaced Mario as the cover boy of Nintendo, and that is Pokemon. With Pokemon Scarlet and Violet being released last November, I think now would be the perfect time to announce some DLC for it. Pokemon Sword and Shield released in November of 2019, and then they released the Isle of Armor DLC in June of 2020 and Crown Tundra in October of 2020. This direct will be the perfect time to show off some DLC for Scarlet and Violet, and since many fans have speculated that this area at the top right of the map of Scarlet and Violet is very suspiciously marked off and totally looks like it's a grayed out area for a reason, that would be a perfect place to introduce some DLC. It is worth noting that after these directs though, it typically follows that there's a Pokemon Direct very close afterwards, so even if we don't see some Pokemon news in this February Nintendo Direct, it's very likely we will see some in the Pokemon Direct that is pretty much inevitable to follow. And on top of Scarlet and Violet DLC, Pokemon Let's Go Johto is something that has been in the rumor mill for a long time, and while they're having a little hints here and there, I think that this is more of just a hope and a want from fans, but it's possible that we could see it, and honestly, I think it would be perfect. It would make a ton of sense. I have made a video on this channel before about why I think Pokemon needs to keep all three styles of games, the mainline games, the Legends games like Legends Arceus, as well as the Let's Go games. This helps bring new Pokemon to the series, new Pokemon fans to the series, giving you brand new Pokemon with the mainline game, giving you a different gameplay style with the Legends games, as well as a more casual style for Let's Go games, all the while driving up revenue for Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee did release almost exactly 1 year before Sword and Shield in 2018, and I definitely think it's due time for them to announce a Pokemon Let's Go Johto. Some off-the-wall hopefuls that I have that are probably not going to make it to this February Nintendo Direct, but if they do, we're all going to freak out, and I think it would be perfect for Nintendo, are revamps of games like Star Fox as well as Kid Icarus. I would love to see revamps of these games, and with Nintendo climbing the way that they are, I think it would definitely be perfect for them. Now, like I said, there is no evidence evidence for this. I just think it would be really cool to see, especially on a Switch console. The last Kid Icarus game was in 2012 and the last Star Fox game was in 2016. It would be really cool for Nintendo to bring those series back, create new fans for those series, and all the while just expand their extensive library that is already on the Nintendo Switch. Another off-the-wall hopeful that I would love to see are GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch online service. I love the NES, the SNES, and the N64 games on the Nintendo Switch online service. I think it's perfect for having the Nintendo Switch online service, and I just think it's amazing for them to give us that as Nintendo fans. I am aware that it's going to be a lot harder to bring GameCube games over to the Nintendo Switch online service though, and that's why I feel like it's more off the wall than something we're definitely going to see. What do you think we're going to see at this February Nintendo Direct, and what are your off the wall hopefuls? Drop them in the comment section below. If you guys want to see some awesome games we already have for February releasing this year, check out this video right here. You guys have an amazing day and God bless.